Boss Lady Conversations with Monica L.
and Coach Khaya.
Boss ladies are
Vulnerable,
authentic,
love,
hopeful,
abundant.
respected.
Boss ladies are
You.
Welcome back, boss ladies. Thank you for joining us for another Boss Lady Conversation. I'm your girl, Coach Khaya. I'm a boss wife, mompreneur, sister, writer, and certified transformational coach. I help dreamers access their power by healing the trauma of their past, reigniting their dreams, and manifesting the miracles that truly matter today. My IG handle is @IamCoachKhaya.
Hey, and I'm Monica L. I'm a boss lady, Cleveland born, LA raised, on a journey of freedom and happiness as an educator, entrepreneur, self-published author, and poet. Let's get it. My IG handle is @MonicaL_writer. Oh gosh, thank you for all of our friends for becoming listeners and supporting our Boss Lady Conversations podcast. We appreciate your support and positivity so much. Thank you for letting us know that you are listening in your cars, on the way to work, while you're at the gym, and all the places you listen. Thank you for making us a part of your life's journey. We couldn't be more happier about it.
Monica L., you said it. We know that there are so many things that you could be doing during your day. And the fact that you're taking time to bring us with you, to bring us into your life, your very important, beautiful, amazing, only life on this planet at this time, it means the world to us. And we are truly happy about it. And speaking of happy, that's what we're going to be exploring today. Our own relationship with joy and happiness. We're going to get in your business and we're going to let you in ours, okay? We really want to assess how we're feeling, not just in this moment, but overall, because we know happiness can be fleeting, but joy is internal. So our goal for today's show is to welcome you to Boss Lady Joy Chronicles and present to you the art of catching yourself happy. And I just want to say right from the jump, okay, I want to give love to our boss lady queen, the late, great Toni Morrison. Boss lady Toni Morrison is one of the most celebrated authors in history. She won a Pulitzer Prize for fiction for the critically acclaimed novel Beloved in 1987. And she also won a Nobel Prize for literature in 1993. 2 years later, she was awarded the U.S. Presidential Medal of Freedom. She's won countless awards, but she won over our hearts with her demonstration of excellence and self-love. She just always had that presence where you just know not to come to her with the okie doke. She always commanded that respect and let us know that as women of color, we could command that respect within ourselves and also share that with others. So I say all that to say, sis, is that I was watching a documentary about her, and I'm pretty sure we were on one of our marathon conversations, but I just wanted to highlight how she defined happiness and how she came to happiness in her life in this pivotal moment. Toni Morrison, before she became an author herself, she was one of the pioneer Black women to work at a major publishing house. She was at Random House. And during this time, she was creating opportunities for other women, for other boss ladies, for other women of color to get their foot in the door and to become authors, to become celebrated. So many women, Black women, women of color that we know of today as amazing authors, Toni Morrison paved that way for them and all that is to come. And so she was doing all of that while being a single mom to 2 boys and also stepping into her own zone as a writer. She did that for 19 years, okay? 19 years she did triple duty in her life. So she could never just be doing this or doing that. She was doing it all. And she used to write in the middle of the night and then take care of her kids. And then she went to work. So,
oh my God, Coach Khaya, let's just take a moment. And let's also add that she was born in the 1930s. Yes, as we are in 2022. So when we think about our lives and we think about the things that we think are challenges, like let's really talk about that. A mother wearing multiple hats, a native of Ohio in the 30s doing this, like that's a whole nother layer. That's a whole nother layer, and everything that was going on in our country during that time period. Like this is pre-civil rights, this is pre everything pretty much. And she was doing it and doing it on a large level, multiple hats, multiple streams of income. So as we talk about that today and act like it's new news, clearly it's not. So yes, 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 I am here for this conversation. Let's get it, sis.
And thank you for bringing in that cultural context, because that adds another layer of how she was working and why she was working and how she had to really understand her purpose for working. She was creating opportunities for all of us. So there's this scene in the PBS documentary about her life that shows after 19 years, she finally said, okay, I'm a writer. After countless awards, all the accolades, she finally gave herself permission to say, I'm a writer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write. And she went to her home, and it shows how she was just sitting, looking at her beautiful view. And she finally allowed herself to take that breath. And she said there was this funny feeling that I really hadn't felt before in this way. And she said, I thought about it and I wondered, what is this feeling? And she said, I was happy.
And there you have it. She said what she was, she affirmed it, and she said she was happy. And that's what we talk about. Happiness comes from in yourself, not you seeking it outside, externally, or from someone. She was in her own being so she could be present to know her worth. I love all of this. I mean, you know, when you say you are standing on the shoulders of your ancestors, the giants, like this is the type of history and the context that we have to put it in for our boss ladies. So they know that anything is possible. If you say you are, then that's what you are. So that's why we have to speak positivity and quiet out all the naysayers and the negativity. She was doing it. I mean, and her books live forever. And we talk about that. You add something to this world that's going to live forever, that people are going to read about, speak about, do podcasts, movies about, you know. So that's for generations to come, to inspire that you can do this. You know, you're the only person who can tell yourself no, really. And that's by not doing it and giving up. Love, love, love this. I am definitely just sitting back and just admiration.
Admiration and so much respect, deep respect and honor. I'm so glad that you highlighted that, Monica L. I like that you said that we have to affirm. And I think, you know, if people listen to our podcast, they hear us saying, I am, I am, I am, I am. And they may not know that on some days we may forget that we are all of these things, that we are doing all of these things, that we are really trying our best. And so when we come to this brave space together, we do like to affirm who we are. And we hope that you join us in that. When we say I am, we want you to be at home in your car with your loved ones. I am, I am, I am. What kind of boss lady are you? Because that's where the joy and the happiness comes in. When you know who you are, you can celebrate who you are.
Yes. Thank you for saying that, Coach Khaya. And that doesn't mean that every day we're just happy as can be and floating on cloud 55. I mean, we still live life. We are still very much a part of society and all that that brings. Being women of color, working at various institutions, being at the table. So, and again, just living life as people in a pandemic. And so, yes. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be. It's okay to express yourself to yourself. It's okay to be true and authentic and know that although we're talking about happiness, we understand that that's one form of emotion, but there are so many, and we're going to embrace all of them. So we don't want any boss ladies to be like, this is not me. No, this is you too. This is you. And you create it within you. Because if you don't create it, then it won't be you. And be careful about what you speak, because what you speak is so important, because you're feeding yourself and you're feeding your psyche. So let's get it. So we happy. We happy. Toni Morrison, we're standing on her shoulders, and we could do anything we want because that is possible. And only thing that's going to make you fail is by you not trying. So yes, yes, and yes.
Gem. So we want you to walk away from this show today rediscovering new elements of your relationship with happiness and joy. We want you to think about it. Pause for a moment. What makes me happy? When was the last time I truly felt happiness? When was the last time I felt like I was full of joy, where my cup was running over and I had something to share with others? We want you to think about the changes that you might need to make step by step. Doesn't have to be done today. What changes do you need to make to cultivate more joy and happiness into your life right now? So there really is an art to catching yourself happy. We hope you picked that up right now, right? There's an art to catching yourself happy, and that's where we're really going with this today. And we believe that it ends and begins with caring about how you feel. Moment by moment, day by day, step by step, the people that you're with, the people that you may not want to be with, why don't they make you happy? Like asking yourself all of those questions gives you intel that you need to change the game and boss up happy. So according to this article, Ways to Tell If You're Really Happy, written by Carrie Matamorno, she's an RN, and is published online at thelist.com. There are some specific ways that you can measure your happiness meter. And Monica L and I will break it down a little bit for you, but we think that she gave some really good tips, and we will definitely put the entire link to her article so that you can read it thoroughly in the show notes. Number one, you enjoy the lifestyle you've created. Okay, pause, boss ladies. Look around. Look at your situation, right? Look around. Do you enjoy what you're looking at? Even the paintings that might be on your wall, are there people that you even like? Pictures? What's going on in your environment? Look around. And it's not about judgment. It's just about knowing how your lifestyle impacts how you feel on a daily basis. Number two, you can cope with setbacks. If something happens, is that always the last straw? Is it always the straw that broke the camel's back? Something simple like waiting online or somebody cutting in front of you, taking your parking spot. Is it always the end of the world? Really ask yourself, like, is my happiness so fragile that anyone can take it? And I'm going to pass it over to you, Monica L.
Oh, well, that was a good one. That's a good segue. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, no, you can't take my happy. Number three, you speak your truth. Do you have a voice? Are you comfortable with yourself and your own opinions? Number four, you pursue your passion. Happy people are very intentional about their time. They think about the things they are passionate about and pursue those passions. Number five, you can create your own joy. Happy people know how to bounce back and find their joy in every situation. Number six, you've experienced true intimacy. Small talks is great for networking and making acquaintances, but true happiness is experiencing with a deeper, tuned in relationship.
Woo!
Right.
Now this lady, she got all in the business.
Yeah,
she got all up in the business.
Right. Who this lady
Okay,
again?
Carrie, we see you.
Had me thinking while I was reading. That's always dangerous. Okay. Okay, you talking to me? No, just kidding. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's real. It's
Yeah.
real. So as you know, boss ladies, or we hope that you know by now, we're always trying to be even more vulnerable and open and authentic with our listeners. Like we said, you are listeners who are becoming friends and listeners. And so you're family, basically, right? So Monica and I are going to take turns giving each other different quizzes to determine our level of happiness. And this is just giving us some input. We want you to answer the questions with us. We want you to just vibe with us and ask yourself those questions and see how you feel. Because you know what? Feelings can change. We want you to walk away from this episode getting closer to like the joy that you know that you can master in your life, step by step, decision by decision, day by day. Okay. So, of course, we're going to share these quizzes with you because information is power. And we know that that can lead to lasting change and growth. So, without further ado, my good sis, Monica L., are you ready?
Sure. I think so. Oh boy. We're gonna
Monica
see how
L.,
this
I
goes.
said, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Coach Khaya. Let's get it. Yes.
There you go. There you go. I love it. So,
Is that the
Monica
energy?
L., you're taking, of course, the fabulous, our mentor, mogul, boss lady, all magazines, Are You Happy quiz by Dan Baker. He's a PhD, and it's also published on Oprah's O Magazine website.
Hey,
Hey,
we love Oprah.
we do. We love Oprah here, okay? This is an
Yes.
Oprah love place. All right, so the first question that I want to ask you, boss lady, number 1, I believe my life will truly begin when the right person or circumstances come along. Never, infrequently, sometimes, or frequently.
Do I believe that statement? Never.
I feel best when I give unconditionally to others. Never, infrequently, sometimes, or frequently.
Oh God. Are we recording this? Okay. Unconditionally to others. What was the one after? Never.
I love you. When I think about people in my life, I focus on those who have hurt or disappointed me. Never, infrequently, sometimes, or frequently.
Sometimes.
When I think about people in my life, I focus on those I care about and love. Never, infrequently, sometimes, or frequently.
Frequently.
I feel fulfilled. Never, infrequently, sometimes, or frequently.
Frequently.
All right. Here we go.
Oh.
You did a good job. Amazing. It says your score is 55. Your smile is your guide. You scored between 50 and 72. So, congratulations. Consider yourself a happy person.
Oh, yay. I thought I was going to fail. Okay, thank you. I didn't know. I was confused. Boss Lady Conversations with Monica L.
And your girl, Coach Khaya.
Woo! That was intense. That was intense.
It was. Because
It was.
when you talk about your happiness and your sense of fulfillment, it gets really personal because that's not something that people think about that often. We just do what we got to do, right? We're on assignment. We're moving and moving.
We are. I love those questions. They were very, very intentional. It really made you think beyond the surface. And so that is very, very, very important.
Very true. And did you hear the elements of gratitude and so many things that we talk about on Boss Lady Conversations?
Yeah, I think every question covered everything we've ever talked about. But when you put it in a question form like that, it really makes you think. Again, we're talking about happiness and appreciating the moment, and starting off with Toni Morrison and everything that she has done and her legacy. And again, she did this and created this herself, driven, and created this platform for so many of us. And so that is the beauty, because again, it's about us providing something that's going to last forever, even longer than our time here on earth. So I love, 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 love that. Amazing, amazing. And I am so excited now to administer the How Happy Are You online quiz by Jennifer Teasy to Miss Coach Khaya. So we're about to get it. Boss ladies, y'all are about to learn something tonight. Alrighty.
I'm going to be honest because, we're all human here.
Yes. And this is a safe space and it's an open space. So number one, I feel that my life is very rewarded.
I'm going to go with often.
Number two, I am able to find the goodness in myself and others.
Let's go with often.
I am optimistic about the future.
Often.
I take pleasure in everyday activities.
Sometimes.
I feel joy from moment to moment.
Sometimes.
I have a sense of meaning and purpose in my life.
Always.
I have a lot of energy.
Sometimes.
I feel best when I'm giving to others.
Often.
I can find the good even in a difficult situation.
Sometimes.
I welcome and accept my feelings throughout any given day.
Always.
I am actively keeping in touch with my family and friends.
Always.
When things are tough, I reach out for support.
Always.
I feel grateful for what I have.
Always.
I let go of past disappointments or hurt.
Often.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, boss lady listeners, are we ready for this response? Yes. So Coach Khaya, your score is you're happier than average. Yay! You are really living a full life, though you probably know this already. Being happy does not mean that it's a state of bliss. This may not be sustainable for human nature, but what it does mean is that you're able to sit in your feelings with curiosity and passion. Congratulations, sis. I like that. And it's so true. So very true. I hope our boss lady listeners take the opportunity to take the quiz. We will also include this in our notes.
And it's interesting, again, the different types of questions. There was still the elements of gratitude, of being aware of how you feel. So many things that we talk about frequently and that we share. It's nice to know, I think for us, even hearing it and realizing that all of this aligns with happiness and joy. And we know that, like they said, doesn't mean that you're in a constant state of happiness, because that's kind of fake. That could be too phony. Some people try to appear that way, and that's a lot of work, and that can lead you to making some really poor choices. So you do have to find that balance between maintaining joy, taking time for yourself, and also knowing when you have nothing to give in that moment and you need to take a whole break.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that, because I feel that a lot of times we have to put on that face for society, face for social media, face for whoever we're dating, face for who we're in a relationship with, to say that, oh, I'm this person because of X, Y, and Z. And at this point in your life, just be. If you're not having a good day, you're not having a good day. Everyone should be able to understand that. If people don't understand that, then you need to check on their social emotional being and wellness, not yours. And we're not saying that every day, people should be worried about you, but we're saying that it makes sense because you're human and you go through things and you're living this life. And if you're being true and authentic to yourself, then you know that there's going to be challenges. And so I so appreciate you for allowing me to take the test to learn more about me. And then I'm going to think about those questions and be intentional with my day and see, am I being honest to myself about how I responded? So it's like when you have knowledge, you have to use it. And I love that. Thank you so much. I really appreciated that.
And thank you for my test as well, Monica L. I was nervous too, because like you said, we're in this role, right? It's like we have these responsibilities and people expect us to fit into this box. Oh, she's happy. Oh, she's doing this. She's doing that. Oh, she's always got the answers. And it's really not like that, because like you always say, we have to give ourselves grace because we are humans. We are humans living on this planet. And we have to give ourselves time and space to feel what we feel, to use our tools, and then feel better. So that's our show for today, boss ladies. Here's your recap. Your happiness can be measured, and it's important to pay attention to your levels of joy and happiness in each moment. Catching yourself happy requires paying attention to how you feel. Prioritize time with yourself. We put everybody else on our calendar. Make sure that you are on your calendar. Be open to exploring deeper connections with those you feel comfortable with. Even if you find that you're not happy yet, know that you can make these changes and more that can lead to lasting happiness and joy. The idea is that you want to get to a place where your cup is filling over so that if something happens, it's not always the final straw. And finally, we hope you know this by now. You are a gift. You are a one-of-a-kind miracle. There are so many things that had to go right in order for you to be here. And the world truly needs your gifts. Find your happy place and share your gifts. We love you.
We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you. Boss Lady Conversations with Monica L.
And your girl, Coach Khaya.
If you haven't already done so, please follow us on Spotify and iHeartRadio.
And you'll be notified whenever we post a new Boss Lady Conversation episode.
You are who you say you are.
You're destined for great things. Your life matters each and every day.
Now go get your blessings, boss ladies.